are live. Hello and welcome to what is this? Episode number three? Three, yes. Episode number 3 of AWS Community Voices. My name is Darko, and today we have a special episode. We have a bunch of guests today. I think this is the first time we're running a show with a lot of people here. So yeah, it should be a fun one. All right, so before we kick it off, I would like to let my guests introduce themselves and also let my co-host introduce herself. So, but let's start with the guests.
Where do we start?
Let's start with the guests. Shefali, tell us who you are. Where do you join us from? And what do you do?
Sure. Hi, Darko. Hi, everyone here. I'm Shefali Arora, AWS lead instructor at Tech Talent Academy. I have experience of 10 years, including industry and trainings. And my AWS journey started like a few years back when I was working as a professor in the Department of Computer Science in a university, where I was teaching subjects like machine learning, cloud computing. And there I got associated with AWS Academy, where my journey got started. And later I took up AWS Authorized Instructor title to deliver the corporate trainings and IT trainings. And currently I am delivering trainings at Tech Talent UK to train the people and, to have a chance to grab them opportunity for the job. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Shefali. And Irina, tell us, a bit about yourself.
Sure. Thank you so much for the invite, Darko. I couldn't have joined alone. So my name is Irina. I'm from Bristol at the moment. I've been living in Bristol for 3 years, actually. But my story has started a few years back, starting to voluntarily teach mathematics and programming for all ages students. And then step by step, I have moved in from teaching into tech. And I'm with Tech Talent already since October. I have been teaching on academies as Introduction to Cyber. Now I'm a lead instructor for AWS Restart as well. And I'll be teaching soon some software programming. So yeah, nice to meet you.
Welcome, Irina. Isa, would you mind telling us a bit about yourself?
You already disclosed the name, so I'm Isa Burga. I'm part of the developer relations team. I'm part of the developer relations team, and I'm based in UK. And if you have any questions today, thank you everyone for joining. If you have any questions, I'm going to be keeping an eye on the chat. So please do send us your questions, your comments, say hi, tell us where are you joining from, where you are, where are you on your cloud journey.
Exactly. So yes, chat is important. So check out the chat. I think it's there. I think it's on that side. Not sure. I think it's on that side too. Somewhere. It's on the screen. Make sure to use the chat if you have any questions.
Hello,
my name is Darko. Like Isabel, I'm also part of the developer relations team here at Amazon Web Services. I'm based in Berlin, Germany, but I'm originally from Serbia. We have teachers on today, right? And that's a wonderful thing because a lot of people who get their journey started in the cloud, usually need somebody to help them, learn new things. And hence we have Irina and Shefali here from Tech Talent. They're part of the program called AWS Restart, right? So, you know what, Irina or Shefali, do you want to tell us what is AWS Restart and why does it benefit the audience?
Shefali, would you like to go first? We do it together.
It's fine. You can proceed. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So AWS Restart is a full-time 12 weeks program that is planning to teach not only AWS Cloud Practitioner fundamentals, but also to help people get into tech, teaching Python, programming, Linux, security fundamentals, networking, not only fundamentals, I could say. So the entire program has matched really well with Tech Talent's mission, trying to bridge the gap in the tech industry.
Yep, excellent. But basically, from my understanding, is like if you wish to elevate yourself, to learn more about the cloud, if you wish to change careers, if you want to do something else with your life. AWS Restart is a great program for you to get started with it, right? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And it takes 12 weeks.
Yeah, normally it takes 12 weeks. We're running a pilot program trying to help people join part-time as well.
Yeah.
But that's still work in progress. So at the moment, we're just going to discuss about the full-time, which is running globally.
Okay, that's interesting. Because before the times, we had, I guess, in-person trainings and all that stuff. Now it's mostly virtual. Is that the case?
Yeah, sure. The program is fully remote. Is for underemployed or any kind of unrepresented group. So anyone is more than welcome to join.
Yeah. So check out the link. If you're interested in AWS Restart, you can apply there. It's free, if I understand correctly, right? To an extent. Yeah. So check it out if you're interested to get yourself elevated up to knowing a bit about AWS and the cloud. So I think it's a great way for you to learn new things and help you change career or actually direct your career in a better way. And we've lost Irina. Speaking of networking fundamentals, let's blame it on the internet. Shefali.
Yeah.
So look, we have Irina back. Hello, Irina.
I have been bad with technology.
Have you clicked the refresh button like all of us did at one point?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Okay, cool. Then maybe once we know what AWS Restart is, like a program that can help you learn new things and all that stuff, where does Tech Talent Academy come in? And what do you do? And how do you actually help the audience, the people who want to get trained?
Tech Talent is normally providing free courses for all sorts of underrepresented groups. So the same mission as AWS Restart, basically. Tech Talent has started last year. I'm not quite sure about the month. I think it's in March last year, something like that, January or March. I have joined a little bit later, so please bear with me. So it's a new company, but people who are part of this company, they all have amazing stories. I think everyone can get inspired by their experiences so far. So all of us have either been students of other boot camps in the past or helped different kind of students to get on board in tech.
Okay, so Shefali, how does this work? How does this work with new students? Because I understand you're a educator, a teacher, educator.
Yeah.
So how does this work with new students?
See, basically, when people join Tech Talent, first commitment is that they are ready to learn something new, and they should be committed to put few hours. So like if the AWS Restart is a full-time course, so they should spend like 6 to 8 hours in a day. And later with the Restart course, like students, they learn a lot of things like soft skills. They get the chance for mock interviews directly from Amazonians, and they learn social networking skills, presentation skills. They get a lot of guidance on CV workshops. So that is really amazing. And the instructors, they also assist them with the GitHub profiles and like, a kind of digital presence by creating their LinkedIn profiles. So overall, I think the people who join here, they not only learn fundamentals of like Python, Linux, and core services of AWS, but they also get them ready to grab opportunities, especially for the cloud entry roles in IT.
Yeah.
Are there any requirements? Like who would be looking at onboarding and participating?
Right. So as this course is starting from fundamentals to the deep dive of services, so people who are like looking for the career change in IT, or even if they are from non-IT background, they are also, fine and absolutely happy to join these courses. So basically for career changers and also for non-IT domains, or either from the IT domain, but from the different experiences. So definitely as an instructor, when we have a new cohort, we get a lot of people from diverse backgrounds. So it's amazing to interact with them, with their different experiences.
But
I was going to say, you get all sorts. Yeah. Your new cohorts are completely different people from different backgrounds, different ages, different everything, really.
But does this mean that
Yes.
folks who get involved into Restart, do they need to have some sort of a computer science background, or it can just be anybody?
No, it can be anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, so we even have some stay-at-home moms who have started some DevOps roles
Wow.
on a junior
Nice.
level.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. The
Oh,
only requirement will be to just be committed to your dream.
yeah. I think I think that's a fair point for any training, right? So you need to be committed to it. You need to want to do it, and but I have a question now. So I'm really interested to know how, especially because you have such a diverse set of people joining your trainings, and you're trying to teach them something very specific. How do you adapt the content, the teaching style, all of those things to such a big wide palette of people? Is there something special you do? What is the secret sauce?
Okay, so let me start here. First thing is, for this course, we have a predefined material from AWS, and the curriculum is designed in such a way, like even the people from non-IT, starts with the basics, and they have a lot of labs and hands-on. So definitely, whenever we are working on topics, the people they work on the labs, they make their hands dirty. This is how, and we have a lot of knowledge checks also here, so they can do some self studies on it and they can solve the knowledge checks. So that's why it's a 12 weeks course where even the people from non-IT make them comfortable.
Okay. So
I
you
love that you have also hands-on. I think that's super
hands-on, yeah.
important. Yes.
I think that's a valid point, right? So people learn much better from doing than from just listening and reading. So advice to everybody listening to us: go do something, try a workshop, try a hands-on activity that's presented there from the cloud. There are many opportunities from lovely folks like Irina and Shefali, and if not, check out things on various workshops coming from AWS. Okay,
I'm going to
so
put also the link on how to apply to the Restart program in case anyone is interested. They have a direct link directly for the Tech Talent Academy. So in case you want to be part of the program with Shefali, Irina, and the rest of the team. And also I'm going to put the email to contact the Restart program in case, again, anyone is interested and has further questions. And this is not only, I understand this is not only for all these people, all these individuals that you are enabling them and embarking them on their journey to the cloud, but it can also help. It actually contributes to one of the challenges that we have in the UK and in many, many, many other regions, which is the lack of talent with those skills that are key today. And so I imagine a lot of employers might be interested in what you are doing. Is there any opportunity for them to collaborate or somehow benefit from all this talent?
Of course, this is the main focus of the program, to help people get into jobs. So there is an opportunity for the employers to register their interest. I think we can.
Yes, I'll share also.
we can hit that refresh button again.
Secret. It's gonna remain a secret now. Luckily, she shared the link.
My connection is dropping. I'm really sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay. We can hear you. We could have heard you until you just poof disappeared. Luckily, we have Shefali here to kind of pick up the slack. So, so you mentioned you're gonna we share the link. Okay. So, all right, there we go.
Luckily, she shared the link. Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. I had a question before Isabel asked, and it kind of just. Well, no, I don't have a question. I have a thing to say. Just give me a second. Yes. Hello, chat. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hello to all the new people joining the stream. Today's topic is AWS Restart and the lovely folks from Tech Talent here. So Irina and Shefali are trainers from Tech Talent, and they're enabling folks like yourself, people who want to get started in the cloud, people who wish to progress their career a bit further or learn something new to do exactly that. If you have any questions for us, for Irina, for Shefali, for the folks from Restart and Tech Talent, make sure to put them in the chat. We would love to get your comments, questions, and talk about that. I need to put it out there. Big Chief Rick, yes, I finished my coffee. I need another one, and it's actually my third coffee of the day. So, yeah.
That's a lot of coffee.
That's out of coffee. Yeah, I may need another one, so we'll see.
I'm going to take the opportunity now to share Shefali and Irina. Now that we are getting to know them, I'm going to share their LinkedIn profiles.
Yes.
If you want to connect with them, this is your opportunity.
Yeah.
So let me put it on the chat too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Make sure to follow them connect with them on LinkedIn.
Connect with them, yes.
Connect with them on LinkedIn if you wanna chat with them regarding Tech Talent and AWS Restart. Now, AWS Restart program is not run directly by AWS themselves, right? We have trainers like you from other companies, right? Like in this case, Tech Talent Academy, who are delivering this training. Is the curriculum created by yourselves? Is there something that is being created from AWS, or how does this work?
So as my colleague Shefali has said, the curriculum is created by AWS,
Okay.
and we have done our best to qualify as AWS Restart instructors. Both of us just got the badge a few weeks or months ago.
Amazing.
So the curriculum is being covered by AWS, meaning we always have a lovely team dedicated to support us all the time for any queries or any labs. So we are directly collaborating and reaching out to each other to support the students.
Yeah. Hey, one thing is curriculum, the other thing is delivering it. So I'm sure you are the lovely trainers that are able to deliver that curriculum in a really, really good way.
We have a question in the chat, actually.
Yeah, from somebody named RKYADAV. I'm not going to pronounce your name. 915. Could you please share more about AWS Restart in India? Do we have more information about that? How does this work?
I don't think we have in India AWS Restart as of now.
Okay.
But because of pandemic, I think location doesn't matter. People can join from anywhere.
Exactly. So are people from other countries able to join the Restart program, especially if you have like these 12 weeks virtual programs?
It depends on the country. So my recommendation would be to hit the link for the AWS Restart official page and then look for a training provider for their country or area, depending on the case.
Yeah. So check out the link there. You can actually pick from different regions such as Americas, EMEA, Asia, or I'm not sure what else. There's like different training partners there who can support you on that thing. So make sure to check that out.
I have seen Europe and Africa as well, are continents that are delivering Restart.
Yeah. So check it out. See if there's a local training provider near you. I mean, it doesn't have to be physically close to you in essence, right? Because it's virtual. But yeah, check
the local providers. Yes.
Check out the local providers. That would be the best thing to do. All right. Feel free to send us more questions. If there's any more questions regarding training at AWS, Tech Talent, Restart, any of this, I have a question for you, chat. What was your first training on AWS? Did you take some training to get yourself up to speed with AWS, or did you learn it yourself? We really want to know. All right.
Yeah. So this question is for us, Darko.
Aman Malik. Yeah. Don't think in India, only in Australia under APAC region. So, but APAC should be Asia Pacific. Well, yeah. If there is no local provider there, that's a shame. But if I go scroll down all the way, you see like Asia
actually
Pacific.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share Laura Addison profile. She's the AWS Restart Senior Program Manager. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out directly, and hopefully she will be able to either reply or connect you with the right person.
Exactly.
And maybe just to get your feedback on gathering interest that you would like to see this program come to your regions if it's not there.
Yep. Awesome. So I have heard, or I know that we have some of the students from Tech Talent here, right? We have some folks such as Gary, Ozzy, and Nigel, who were part of your training or part of your course. So we would like to bring them in, and we would like to have them talk about their experiences with AWS Restart. So these are not trainers; these are people who actually have taken the course. So chat, you get to hear firsthand from people who have actually taken this course and their experiences and what have they learned. So I'm going to bring in Gary, Ozzy, and Nigel in. So a lot of people on screen all of a sudden. So boom, boom, boom.
Let's see.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Hello. Very good. Welcome, Ozzy, Gary, and Nigel. First of all, I will love to have you introduce yourself. So, Ozzy, where are you joining us from? What do you do? And yeah, all that stuff.
Hi. Hope everybody can hear me clearly.
We can.
All right. Good. Now that we have good audio, there we go. I'm reaching out to you guys today from Birmingham, United Kingdom, and sorry, what was the question? And what again? What was the other part of it?
What do you do?
Oh, what do I do? All right, okay. Yeah. Of course. Reaching out to you from Birmingham once again. And to answer the second part of the question, what do I do? At the moment, I'm a technical analyst with a tech talent.
Okay.
So yeah.
Good.
So and that's just as a result of completing my program with them. Of course, they saw that I probably was good enough to be brought into the team, and that's where I'm at the moment, just doing some part-time work with tech talent.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it basically.
How long ago did you finish the course, the restart course?
Okay, I finished in June 18. The course ran up in June 18. Yeah, so basically, I just came off the first step, and I was on the second step straight away.
Excellent. Gary, where do you join us from, and what do you do?
Hi everyone. I'm from Birmingham in the UK. Up until quite literally a couple of weeks ago, I was a nurse. Had to leave nursing for a few personal reasons. Nothing to worry about. But always had an interest in IT. Always from ZX Spectrum, ZX81. So thought I'd better have a look for an alternate career. What do I love? IT. And there was AWS. Absolutely fantastic opportunity. So I've had 12 weeks of learning how to use AWS, the services on there. And in addition to that, programming, Python, the list goes on. Wonderful course, absolutely jammed with info.
Excellent. I'm very happy to when I get the chance to hear people from different, from diverse backgrounds, and I think having a diverse group of people in your team, especially coming from different backgrounds, you as a nurse bring so much different experiences and so much different perspectives on the way people do things, that your contribution to a team, especially to an IT team, can be just huge. Excellent. Thank you, Gary. Nigel, where do you join us from, and what do you do?
Yes, I'm joining you from Leeds, United Kingdom, although I also happen to live in Birmingham, just like Ozzy and Gary there. But yes, I'm also a technical analyst at Tech Talent. Started last Thursday, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
But just to give you kind of a brief history of my background, I originally am a chemist with a master's in pharmaceutical science, and I was working as an account manager in clinical diagnostics up until March of this year. And then it's just plainly due to the pandemic, I just needed to leave and reset and do something different. I was a bit burnt out, to be honest with you. I'm the kind of person, I just love to learn. I just like to pick up new skills and just do different things. So originally, I'd actually been going for a business analyst course with BCS. I don't know if you know who BCS is, but they do kind of like chartered IT courses in the United Kingdom. And then I came across a group on Clubhouse. Again, I don't know people who know who Clubhouse is, but it's an app where people just go to talk. And then someone was talking about emerging cloud technologies in Africa. And obviously, I'm originally from Zimbabwe. And I was just like, this sounds like a very interesting field. Like, there's not much that's native to Africa currently happening. I personally don't know anything. At that moment in time, the only cloud I knew was Apple iCloud, So I was just like, okay, this sounds interesting. And I don't know if it's algorithm or whatever, but literally the next day on Instagram, I had an advert for Tech Talent, AWS Restart. And then I'm reading through it, and I was just like, this must be fake. So I signed up, like literally, I signed up. I remember showing my partner who lives in Leeds, hence why I'm here, and I was just like, I think I'm going to do this. And then 2 weeks later, I started, and it's been an amazing journey since. Shafali, Arena, they're wonderful instructors, and yeah, personally, I now love Python programming. Laura, who Issa was mentioning earlier, was commenting on how usually people don't like Python in the Restart program, but I see all from our cohort definitely loved it, and it's absolutely great. And I'm currently doing the Solutions Architect Associate Challenge, so hopefully to get certified by December 4th.
Good luck.
Amazing.
Thank you very much. Exactly. Thank you very much.
Amazing. And Ozzy, we kind of skipped this, but what's your background? Like, we have a chemist, we have a nurse here. What's your background?
All right. Well, my background basically is in the military, so I'm a veteran of Her Majesty's Forces.
Amazing.
So so I just came out in 2016 after 10 years service. So
amazing.
As far as the military is concerned.
Amazing.
So inside of the military, I was in the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers Corps. So you can see I was dealing basically with mechanics and automobiles and all that kind of stuff. So nothing to do with cloud at all.
Yeah.
So once I came out, I had an interest. I thought, you know what, I think IT is looking good at this point in time. Probably just educate myself a little bit, see how things turn out, just kind of reorient myself as far as career direction is concerned. So I started doing some, self-study, personal learning. So I done some Cisco certifications, and along the line I did Microsoft Azure. So I started hearing about the cloud. My brother works at Microsoft, so we basically started getting information about the cloud and all that. And to me, it was interesting. It was like, this is for me. This is what I've been looking for. Nobody really came to me with this kind of information. So I thought, why not give it a try? So I passed my Microsoft fundamentals.
Yeah.
And through the process, I also had some more information about AWS doing a restart program and all of that stuff. And I thought, I need to know more about this, So I kind of searched and seeked for the information. So I got in touch with a lady called Claire Spiller. She's one of the program manager for the AWS restart program at AWS as well. So got in touch with her, and she quickly told me that one of her friends is the owner of Tech Talent and all this kind of stuff, and one of the courses is starting in a few weeks' time and something like that. And I thought, oh wow, I'm interested in this. So we done the talking, and she done the walking, and there I was. I started in Tech Talent, and I can tell you, in fact, prior to that, I did also do some self-study as far as AWS Cloud Practitioner was concerned. So I did pass my Cloud Practitioner, had a Cloud Practitioner knowledge. Still, I just wanted some more. I couldn't get enough of it. So
good. It kind of knowledge seeks for more knowledge. You kind of want to know more as you move on.
Definitely. So
amazing.
Yeah.
I love this. I'm just a fan of having a veteran, a nurse, and a chemist. I'm sorry, Nigel. You said a chemist, right?
Yes.
I don't want to generalize. I don't want to generalize chemists, because not all chemists are the same. So,
I call myself a chemist. Yeah.
Okay. It's like calling myself a computer person. I just love the fact that you come from all these different backgrounds, and you can kind of like funnel yourself into this cloud technology, into AWS, and wonderful, right? So that's really good. And actually, I'm currently reading this book called The Diversity Bonus. It explains how diversity is important, not just in the way you look, your backgrounds, your all this stuff, but like, where do you come from? What did you used to do before? So having different perspectives, different modalities, different approaches to problem solving is just wonderful. So my hope is that by you learning this new technology will open so many doors and actually help so many other organizations and companies and projects and things up there with your experience and knowledge. So cool. I know you all have a demo for us, but before we get into the demo, because I like to see people who have learned the cloud explain me the cloud as well. Gary, what is the biggest thing you learned? What is the biggest oh wow moment when you started learning about the cloud?
If I can be honest, opening up the AWS console and seeing what was available It was scary and exciting, and your mind just kind of went, "What can I do with this?" Genuinely, I remember going, "God, this is awesome."
Yeah. Absolutely.
Nice.
So many things.
Yeah, and just how they interrelate and work together, and the simple complexity of the AWS infrastructure. I sound so geeky, and I should be on a soapbox, but just look at the global infrastructure and how it's set up was like, oh my God, how did they do this?
Yeah. It's massive. It's massive, right?
But the console, console soon opened it up and just saw what was available and what you could do. It was awesome.
and Nigel, you mentioned Python and all that stuff. What was the first thing you've done on AWS once you got into it? What was the first thing you felt really proud of yourself doing and building and creating things there?
That is a good question. What I felt most proud of was probably using the well-architected framework to just create, I guess, like a virtual private cloud, a fully functional system, with the front layer, the app tier, and the database layer. And it was, for me, like, I love doing that because I was able to kind of see how things come together to create, like Amazon.com as an example. I mean, a simpler version, but definitely coming together. Like, okay, right, that's how it looks like. That's how things interact. And I like how things work, how things interact, knowing to the fundamental level how things connect. And AWS was able to kind of, I guess, translate traditional computing concepts, simplify it, and I guess I was then able to learn it quicker that way than maybe if I'd gone through the traditional route. After that, I was just okay, I learned this, and I was like, okay, I can apply this. Volunteer the charity as an example, and I know for a fact it'll be way cheaper to host the charity website on AWS than it is the method we're currently doing. So that's one of the things I'm going to be looking at now on how to transfer that site over into AWS using Route 53 and Lightsail as well.
Again, all of these are amazing features, and the fact that you have seen how to build actual practical things with it makes all the difference, right? We all went to school, we all read books. Sometimes you wonder, like, why am I reading this, right? What does this have to do with anything? But my understanding on these courses, on the AWS Restart program, you actually get to do real world practical examples of stuff, right?
Definitely. There's a bunch of examples that they give, case scenarios where you're actually able to follow through what's happening, what are you changing, what's the end result, and why are you doing it. So it's really great to kind of embed the knowledge as well. Amazing.
All right, so Ozzy, are you going to show us a demo or something? I've heard you may be showing us a demo. While you are preparing your screen share, I'm just going to inform the chat about welcome to the Amazon AWS Community Voices, a weekly show where my lovely colleague Isa and myself talk to an even lovelier community out there, such as folks like Irina, Gary, Ozzy, Nigel, and Shafali, and you get the chance to hear what they do and how they do things, but you also get the chance to ask questions. So if you have any questions regarding the current topic, AWS Restart, and the Tech Talents Academy, please point them in the chat. We like hearing from you, chat, as well. So, Ozzy, as soon as you can share the screen, let us know. I will pop it up on screen.
I'll let you know once I'm.
Once we're doing it. Technology can be fun, right? All right. So while that is happening, check out the links in the chat. We have posted a bunch of links regarding AWS Restart. And a bunch of other things, so you should be able to check them out as well if you are interested. All right.
I'm going to also share the profiles of Ozzy, Nigel, and Gary, just in case someone wants to connect with them after seeing their super interesting demos and ask them more about how it was to be part of the Restart program.
Exactly. I think the biggest experience, biggest information you get about a specific program is from the people who actually taken the program. So reaching out to Ozzy, Gary, and Nigel would be great. Okay, Ozzy, I'm going to bring your screen up if that is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right, before you start, actually, tell us what are you going to do? Explain to us what are you going to demo to us?
All right, of course. Okay. Before this started, we kind of thought what would be interesting for people that want to see the powers of AWS or the powers of the cloud, AWS most importantly. Yeah, I mean the powers, the capabilities are extreme. Yeah, the capabilities are extreme. So we wanted to just narrow it down, something that will be interesting. So we picked the topic. Initially, we thought, all right, we're gonna demo EC2 and all that stuff. But we thought about it as well. We thought, it might not be something that is too catching for people that just want to see a quick demo. So we thought Lightsail would be a perfect example to demonstrate the capabilities of AWS. So basically, to provision resources on AWS, there are various means that you can do that. So you can come straight from the console, doing it via creating the resource, the EC2 and AMIs and all this kind of stuff. Then you can also do it via CloudFormation. Now, one way that is not one way that is not very popular would be, well, obviously to new guys or average users, might be Lightsail. So we thought, all right, we'll demo Lightsail. So Lightsail is a way to provision resources on AWS, and when I say provision, I'm talking within minutes. Just giving you the best of the cloud, because basically the cloud is there to help you provision resources within minutes, and Lightsail just takes that to basically a different level. So there are some scenarios that this might be, very useful. So for instance, we're on Twitch, so we'll probably talk about, talk to the gamers and people that are interested for leisure. Okay, so for Lightsail, you could basically, for example, you were in the house at some time and you thought, if you were a gamer and you thought, I really need a high performing PC at the moment, to just do some gaming on at the moment. But the truth is, I don't have that type of PC with about 16 or 32 gigs and what have you. I don't have that at the moment. I'm not willing to go out into the market and spend all this money on that. What can I do now? Prior to AWS providing you with this type of solution, you probably would be stuck if you didn't have the resources. So with Lightsail, you could just quickly go in there. It's an interface that you could just quickly go in there and you can provision per month. So for example, you could have $70, what have you, for a month, and you could have that resources to you for the month. So if you wanted to clear whatever was going on with you at the time by playing on a high performance PC for a month, for that price, you could achieve that. So so basically that's and it's not limited to that. So we're trying to keep this as formal and useful as possible for the audience. So there is more to Lightsail. So if you can see my screen,
show us. Yeah, we can see your screen. Show us what you're gonna do.
Okay. All right. So once you come on the AWS console, as you can see, this is the console right now. So once you come on the console, this is the landing page. So you have two options. Yeah, two options. You can either click on your services here and go straight to Lightsail. Now, failing that, you could also, you could also come to this search bar here, and you could basically type Lightsail on there, and we're at the same thing. And this is same for every other resources you provide. Within AWS, you could, so that's basically, I'll say, redundancy, or if this one fails, then you have it. So that's
okay. You go to Lightsail there.
Yeah. So we then click on Lightsail here, and wait for that to load up.
So basically, what I understand, you're going to create a web server or some sort of a server using Amazon Lightsail, right?
Yeah, straight away. We're just going straight away. So now that Lightsail has loaded up, as you can see, this is happening within seconds. So you come on here, and this is the landing page for Lightsail. Little greeting, courtesy from Amazon, and we come here straight away and click create an instance.
Okay.
So we allow that to do its thing, and as you can see, we're on the second page, and this is basically it. So at the first instance here, it says your instance location. So if you didn't know much about the locations in Amazon, you have regions and availability zone. Regions are just geographical locations, and availability zones are like data centers within the regions, and you can have 2 or more within this region. So this is asking you where you want to create this, and the importance of this or significance of this is the price is my range. might vary depending on the location. So you might want to change that, depending. That's your choice. And
also bring it closer to your audience, right? Bring it closer to your audience.
Yeah, you can, of course,
exactly
for latency as well. So this brings it real close to you. Like I said, this is all geolocated and geo-determined, so for that purpose as well.
Okay.
So we'll move on to, after that, is say pick your instance. So for example, what we're doing today, we're going to be dealing with as you can see, we have a varying amount of instances or platforms that you could work on. We have Linux here, Microsoft, and you also have Mac for the guys that are really interested in Mac. So we'll be going with Microsoft today.
Okay.
And we'll come down here. So you can also provision, so not just for the gamers, you could also provision with apps and operating system only. So I'll be sticking to operating system only today.
Okay.
And so Windows Server, sorry.
No, I'm just commenting. So we're going to be launching a Windows Server 2019 today as a server on top of AWS, right?
Yeah, that's
okay,
it.
Good.
That's it, basically.
Awesome.
Yeah. So click on that. All right. Okay. Yeah. So that's basically it. We've clicked that, and now there are some predetermined specifications for your Windows Server, and as you can see here, you see the prices. You could check that. You could check the memory, processing, storage, all that stuff. You can sort it by that, but we're just sorting by price per month at the moment. So we can look here and see $8 US dollars per month for this specification. So this would be a 512 megabytes with one virtual CPU, 30 gigabyte SSD, and 1 terabyte. Now the list goes on. So as you move on, you can see what you can get.
Yep.
So from 2 gigabytes.
So you have predefined costs per month in dollars for a specific configuration of a server. Okay.
Yeah. Pre-configured. So you click on there, you could even see more. So we could check on the highest here.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 32 gigabytes, 8 virtual cores, and 640. So what you can do is amazing with it. So for the gamers, for the video processors, what have you, and everybody really, AWS caters for everybody. It's a global company, so I think it does best to cater for this global audience. So we then move with, we pick this. We're going to stick to this because, of course, we don't want to be putting too much money out there for this purpose. So, so that's it. So that's how easy it is. So now
before you create the instance, sorry, Isaac, if you just quickly scroll back up to where it says the name of the instance, just for people watching, just make sure, especially if you're going to be creating a lot of resources, just make sure you name it so that one, you know exactly what it is, and two, it is a unique name as well. Also, for the purpose of this, that name is perfectly fine.
Good. We'll just of course. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Nigel. Yeah, so of course, as you can see, we just check these little informations that are there. So this is the name of what we'll be creating, and of course, we're creating one. Like in case I failed to mention, another use case scenario could be, you could be in a classroom, you could be a professor, for example, and you're in a classroom trying to demonstrate some type of a scenario whereby all students have to be on their own computers, for example, and you're in this institution and there is no physical hardware or no provision for this type of physical hardware to be provisioned almost immediately. So this serves the purpose. So you could say, for example, we need 30 computers, what have you, and you could come here and just choose the capabilities of the computer or specifications that you want to do, and you could provision 100 computers or what have you. This is scalable.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Cool.
So for this purpose, we're using one. So we're going to come down here and we click on create instance. So now that is happening. Now, for some of you might want to keep an eye on time and see how quickly it is happening. So basically,
it takes a moment for it to create.
So so this is what's been created. As you can see, it says pending. Now once that is done, you will see that information then changes to so we'll just allow that to and once that is done, basically that's it. So that's you've created it. Now some people might be wondering, okay, you've created it, what happens next? Now you can then do a remote desktop into this system. So which is why Gary is here today. Gary.
Oh, okay.
One of the reasons why Gary is here today.
So Gary wants to show us how to remote desktop into an existing instance.
Okay. So as you know, me and Gary are in different locations. So he basically will be, as you can see, within I think that took less than 1 minute, or let's say just a little bit over a minute, or
Good.
in a minute. Now we have it running. So it's all established. Now we have an IP address for this. Now this is our computer has been provisioned.
Okay.
Less than the time it will take you to get in your car to get to a computer shop. So we already got that. So.
Okay, so let's have Gary connect. Gary, are you going to be sharing your screen as well? Gary,
Gary will be sharing his screen. Okay. Are we able to share our screen side by side, or?
No, we can only have just one here. So we're waiting for Gary to bring up his screen as well.
Ozzy, I've got your IP address from that, but I haven't got login details off you.
Okay, hold on. I'll just.
I'll hide the screen, so if you're going to show up the login details as well. So.
Just whisper them.
You're going to have a lot of connections.
Yeah, we don't want to make it public. While you're doing that, while you're getting prepared for that, there's a comment here from Sheer MZ. Can you add a GPU to an EC2 instance? Yes, you can. I don't think it's possible through Lightsail. So Amazon Lightsail doesn't offer you GPUs on your instances, just basically your standard run-of-the-mill servers without dedicated graphics cards. But if you're using EC2, so AWS Elastic Compute Cloud, you can actually launch specific instances with GPUs, right? So that's what one of the things you can do. So if you need graphics power for your servers or whatnot, you can have, I think, up to 8 GPUs in a single server. So a lot.
Yeah, I've done that myself. There's lots of options to be had, and you can add GPUs and all sorts. I've got a very small gaming machine running, but not quite what I wanted, so back to scratch. I'm struggling to get anything from Ozzy at the moment.
Okay. What you mean, Gary?
Yeah.
Are you seeing my screen?
No, we have actually hidden your screen because we don't want to show the credentials to the world, right?
Oh, definitely. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I definitely. You see, once this started, I know that you were ahead of time. So of course, I let that to you.
Private chat.
All right, so I'll put that in the chat for you. I'll put that in the chat for you.
So while this is happening, so basically what happens right now is that Ozzy has created a Windows server somewhere in the cloud, and then we have Gary here who's away from Ozzy. He has the ability to connect to it remotely while when Ozzy provides him the IP address and the credentials to connect to it. Okay. Yeah.
And we are doing this in a few minutes. No need to go and buy hardware. No need to go and cable things, set up things. Yeah. Ozzy just did a few clicks, and there you go. He's got a new environment.
Yeah, just think about how long does it take you to actually buy a physical server? Have you ever bought a physical server? How much lead time do you have to do that on physical hardware? I used to work a long time ago for a company where we solely ran on physical hardware in our own data centers, and we used to plan like a yearly. Okay, this year we're going to buy 6 servers, and that's it. And that's all you have, nothing more. So that was interesting, right? So yeah.
For me, the fun part was trying to guess how many servers should we buy, and it was a bit based on what we are doing, based on the peak, and let's assume a 20% or whatever increase. Let's go for this and hope for the best. Exactly, and if we need more, well, we'll see. But yes, it was interesting exercises of.
So while we're waiting for Gary, Shefali, you mentioned that you want to talk why people should take this course, right? We mentioned, kind of getting people trained and changing their careers. Like we have a lot of diverse backgrounds here, but why should people start this kind of a course?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to tell a few points here. So the first thing is let's have a big picture. If we talk about the cloud, and if we think of the different organizations, like from the banking domain, from healthcare, from tourism, right? All the organizations from different domains, they are planning to migrate towards the cloud. Yeah. And every sector going forward, they would be moving to the cloud. So, and incredibly, cloud adoption stats I got from some link, which says, the public cloud service market it's going to be grow up to $623 million by 2023.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 94% of enterprise already using a cloud service, and 30% of all IT budgets, they are allocated to the cloud computing. So it's really amazing stats. And in 2021, public cloud infrastructure will grow up to 35%.
Yeah.
And regarding the jobs, if I say, like, just drilling down to UK, and if we look at the job portals like Monsters Job, Indeed, TotalJobs.com, there are thousands of jobs which are already there, and the recruiters, they are waiting for the right people and for the right talent. So I think this is a high time to start with such courses and to get yourself trained with the emerging technologies.
Exactly. So there's a lot of movement towards the cloud. We see an ever-present shift of companies moving their IT resources to the cloud. And hey, why not come with this experience, with this knowledge gained in such programs such as AWS Restart, or with the folks such as Irina and Shefali here from Tech Talent, Ozzy and Nigel as well. So I think that's a great point on why these things should be happening. Gary, I understand that we can potentially show a demo.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, cool. Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Right, we have having a screen share here from Gary, and once we're done, I'm gonna let Irina just kind of add on top of what Shefali has said, but we want to make sure we show Gary's hard work here. So, Gary, I'm bringing this up on screen.
Cool.
What are we seeing now?
Right, what you should be seeing is me now inside this virtual machine that is hosted on AWS.
So we are actually seeing remote desktop, the remote desktop window. Are you sharing the correct window here, or because we see just a little tiny the remote desktop console, right? So maybe you can just share the entire.
Yeah.
Sorry if I picked the wrong one.
You potentially picked the wrong one, but that's fine. That's fine. So
right.
Just to let you know,
everyone.
they are very trained on troubleshooting skills. So these kind of activities are on a day-to-day activities on the
Yes.
Zoom breakout rooms.
See that's a good point. Yeah, one of the things that you need to have as a good modern IT engineer is troubleshooting skills. So as we can see here, we've succeeded. So Gary, I'm pulling this up, and well, bam, Gary is logged into a Windows server.
Yeah.
Yay!
That's great.
And it has all the same problems as a regular PC and all the wonderful, lovely flashing bells and whistles a regular one as well. But yeah, from here, you can load up your software, start doing what you want.
Yeah.
It's a fully working Windows machine, similar to the one I built with GPUs and ran Steam and various games on for about 61 pence an hour.
There you go.
Bargain.
Bargain price, yeah, exactly. That's a great thing. Oh, excellent. Well, thank you very much, Gary. And so one of the things that we seen here today, we had Ozzy here launch a Windows server on top of AWS, and then Gary, who's away from Ozzy, was able to log into it and use it as a run-of-the-mill Windows server here. So before we wrap up, Irina, adding to this entire discussion on why should people opt into the Restart and Tech Talent and all that stuff, what do you have to add for that?
Well, I would like to invite everyone to go on LinkedIn Jobs and look for entry-level cloud roles, and they will be able to have their discovery of the week or of their life, actually. So if they are not motivated to start learning about cloud, just looking on the LinkedIn for the number of the jobs should be the main reason why they should do it.
Yeah. So
right.
Absolutely. Modern jobs, like modern IT jobs, are kind of like relied on the cloud. Every time you need some sort of cloud knowledge. So I think even if you're switching career, like examples, like we have Ozzy, Nigel, and Gary here, they've completely switched their careers, right? So I like to believe that I switched my career, but I was a kid and I drove a van, and that's about it. But I started in IT from day one. These fine folks here have actually decided at a point in their life they want to do something else, and programs such as AWS Restart help them in achieving that. And the fine people such as Shefali and Irina actually trained them and taught them through the academy to kind of gain this knowledge as well.
Exactly. And I think every student from the Restart cohorts around the globe, they have their interviews support, and they'll have at the end of the academy, the mock interviews session with official AWS employees. And they are going to sit the AWS Cloud Practitioner exam for free.
Okay. Wow. There you go. So free exam, the Cloud Practitioner exam, and also an ability, a chance to do a mock interview with folks from AWS. So check out the link. I'm going to actually pop up the link on the screen. Check out the link below, AWS.amazon.com training restart. Check out the restart program. This could be just a great way for you to get started or restarted in AWS, and also have the ability to work with folks such as the Tech Talent Academy. And we have a couple of people here who have finished that as a testament to the greatness of this program. Cool.
I'm gonna also make a call out if anyone here, your company or you think might be interested in bringing this talent to your company. If you're looking for recruiting people with these cloud skills that are well prepared, because they have been amazingly well prepared by the Tech Talent Academy, I'm gonna put the link to register your interest as a potential future employer.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So with that being said, Nigel, Gary, Shefali, Irina, Ozzy, thank you all. Thank you very much for being part of this live stream. We love having folks from the AWS community on live stream. The goal of this is to have people who are, well, not in AWS like Isabel and myself, but are part of the community, people who use it, people who build on it, people who tinker with it. We love to showcase what you do and what you learn. If you want to get in touch with your local communities, check out the AWS User Groups, which could be somewhere closer to you, and that's a great place to kind of find like-minded people who are also interested in AWS. There's Slack rooms, there's chat rooms, there's all of those things that can kind of help you progress your career as well, and also chat technology. So yeah, once again, thank you all very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much for having us.
Thank you so much.
Make sure to join us next week at the same place, same time, twitch.tv/AWS at 1 p.m. Central European Time or 12 noon British Standard Time, British Summer Time. So yeah, once again, thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice